Let's move on to Steelers Cardinals here. This had to be the best game of the day, right? The one I was certainly looking forward to. Steelers pulled a trade. They pull out a 1-point win. Love a close game. They're 7-2. Steelers are so good. They're one of the hottest teams in the NFL. Tomlin, congratulations. How do you feel?
A lot today that, they weren't accustomed to. They had only had 13 3-and-outs through 9 football games. That was an agenda of ours. 47% of their drives reached the red zone. That was an agenda of ours. They're a dangerous group. They're a hot group. But we want to be the firemen. We want to put that stuff out.
Fireman nickname. And maybe that should be the new addition, the name for these news guys. That's like what you call them. The Steelers' deadline moves for Mike Willaims and Preston Smith might have been what made the difference in this game and the rest of the season. I mean, they're sitting there pretty at 7-2. The moves that they made, let's get into this a little bit. Mike Willaims ran this perfect route to get open for the game-winning touchdown. He only played 9 snaps, and that was his only target of the day, coming up with this play on the 3rd and long with the game on the line. That is one hell of a way to make a first impression with his new squad while his Jets can't even get on the field. Look, he was just there and it wasn't working. Preston Smith did his thing, too. My gosh, he comes over from Green Bay. He gets a sack on Jaden. A nice TFL, I loved that. 3rd and long. Wow, we've talked a lot about Commanders GM Adam Peters. Tremendous work he's done this year. But I feel like I don't know that I've said the name Omar Khan in the 3 years of this show. I would bet $1 million that I have not said Omar Khan on this show, which is embarrassing on me because it's incredible what he's done. In his, this is my 3rd year on this thing. It's his 3rd year in Pittsburgh, and they're about to win the Super Bowl. Are you kidding? They're about to go. I believe in this team, okay? And it's not just the instant payoff that you make. Like, you have to have some sort of cojones to make deals like that at the trade deadline. It's not even that, though. It's the whole roster. The creativeness, the willingness to say, shut up to everybody who's going to roast me for Justin Fields and Russell Wilson, all of that. The team is not 7-2. You understand this, right? They're not 7-2 without both of those quarterbacks. We can compare them all we want. It's both. Khan overhauled the O-line. He improved the defense as well. It is not easy to improve a team that already has highly paid stars and never has top draft picks because your coach is so darn good perennially. This is an incredibly creative, almost schemy way to do things, and I love it. Not schemy in a bad way, like he found his way. He found a way. The Steelers are in first place in the North. Everything was about Thursday Night Football last week. Ravens, Bengals, they're the 2, and then maybe the Steelers. I mean, come on. They got a matchup, by the way, with Baltimore next week. Baltimore, an early 3.5-point fave on the road in that one. What'd you say? Sorry. Oh, it's not. Oh, yeah, look at that. Plus 100,000, is that true? No, it's not. Is that a typo? Plus 100,000 odds for the Cleveland Browns to win. No, I've never seen odds like that. Does that exist? Hamilton? That has to be a typo.
That is not a typo. I've never seen that before. Not even even the Patriots are still plus 29,000 in the AFC East. So that is that's really something.
We don't talk about Omar Khan enough.
Yeah.
Great job by him. Could they go to the Super Bowl?
It's hard for me to get there with them yet. I still don't fully trust the offense yet and Russell. But as you said, I think just piecing this thing together without having a top draft pick to spend on a quarterback, without having cap space, it really is amazing the way that he's been able to overhaul this roster. You think so?
I think so, because they're not going to fall off. So now they're sitting there at 7-2, and everybody's trying to get upstream a little bit. They're not going. This is not a team this is the last team that I would say, oh well, they started hot. You look at what's going on some other teams that started hot, got some. This team's only going to get better. Mark my words.
That is true, and they're just such a tough out. They're going to give everybody problems. They're going to give everybody a tough game. I think if they beat Baltimore, it changes my opinion of them a little bit. I just want to see them win a game like that before I can get there and put them in the contender conversation.
Plus 10,000 odds, guys. Yeah, you guys say that Browns have no chance, basically. I mean, there's always a chance. There's always a chance. Is there a chance? I don't even know. Mathematically? I don't even know what that means.
I mean, mathematically there is, yeah.
Plus 100,000. I mean, I'm taking that all day is what I'll say. If we're to peek at the Commanders side of this, just for a second, love the Commanders. Frustrating one because they played pretty well. You know, if you look at the Zach Ertz catch, if we have it, one little take a look at this. All right, it's 4th and 9. If there was one little inch on the Zach Ertz catch, they probably end up winning the whole game. So, there's just little things here. If Johnny Newton doesn't jump off sides, they have a chance too. So it stings to not have that game. While I was watching this stuff happen, I was thinking about all the Commanders fans saying oh, we're finally, the luck's getting on our side. That inch goes the other way. Zach gets the completion. He gets the down. It just didn't happen yesterday. And sometimes it's not going to happen. You're not instantly going to get crowned. It's not instantly going to work out for you every game. But they were without Marshawn Lattimore, Brian Robinson, 2 starting linemen. Their awesome kicker that we highlight on the show. We literally said Austin Seibert more than we have Omar Khan on our program. But they got to get healthy. It is Thursday night. It is Eagles, as we are seeing. It is in Philadelphia at the Link. The Commanders have a chance to take it right back from Philly. Philly, they've been the heavy favorite in the division at -240. 3.5-point favorites for that TNF matchup. I cannot wait until Thursday. We got to keep breaking down what happened in Week 10.